Well, we're joined by head coach Mallory Larranaga and newly named assistant coach Jamie Foland of the Alaska volleyball team. Mal, why don't you just talk about hiring your former teammate and someone you've been around for a lot of years?
Well, I'm proud to have Jamie on our team. She's been a part of our team and a part of our program for a really long time. She brings qualities, like I said in our press release, just the qualities that we want in our team in a coach. And one of the things that makes me so proud to have her is she's an alumni. And being an alum is something that brings tradition. It brings a winning attitude. She knows what it's like to be at the top of the GNAC. She's lived it. And one of the neatest things about Jamie is she has a very calm way of approaching situations, but you better believe she's tough.
Jamie, you are a player, you've been a volunteer assistant, you've worked in media relations, you've been all over the map, and now you're an assistant coach for your alma mater. Talk about that.
Yeah, I mean, it's a dream come true. I have bled blue and gold since I was an athlete, and that continued. I've stayed involved in the program as a volunteer assistant, and just couldn't be happier to be able to turn my full attention to the program that I played for, and looking forward to working with Mal and helping take our program to even bigger places than it's been before. So.
Talk about the decision to decide that you wanted to go to coaching full-time.
It wasn't an easy decision in some ways, but it was in others. Obviously, media relations has been a big part of my life, and it wasn't what I went to school for, but it was something that I learned to love, and over the years it's given me a lot of great opportunities. I've met so many wonderful people through it, and I just couldn't get away from the volleyball, though. That was always tearing at my heartstrings, and being able to turn that full attention now to the program, it's always been my passion, and just so looking forward to the opportunity to work with the girls and with Mal, like I said, more hands-on, and build it up.
How neat is it your first full-time assistant job at the collegiate level comes with a former teammate?
It's a huge bonus. We had great chemistry as teammates, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what we can do as coaches.
Mal, talk about what Jamie does bring to this program, being that she has been around, the Nanooks for the last 13 years.
Well, one of the parts that is really going to help us is in a recruiting aspect. She's from California and has a lot of ties back there still. We really like to stay in the WUI states, stay in the western states, and my portion is more in Oregon, Washington, those areas, and adding California to the list is really going to help out. That's where we want to stay. We love West Coast athletes. We think they're tough. We think that they can compete really strong within not only the GNAC, but obviously within the region, and really get some wins for us. So that's a really big part of what she brings to our teams, just her contacts and her eye for recruiting. Another thing is her attention to detail, and I know that sounds kind of cliche, but Jamie is really good at thinking about the little things for our team. We make a really good team together in that I think of some things, maybe it's on a broader spectrum, but she really brings to those details, and not only on the court, but when we're traveling, and the little things that really make our athletes feel like they're appreciated.
And now she just mentioned, on road trips, things like that. You've been behind the scenes with volleyball for so many years. Now you're going to get to be there right front and center with them. How cool is that for you after being a player and a volunteer for all these years?
Yeah, I'm excited. I've always had good relationships, I think, with the players as a volunteer assistant coach, and kind of taking it to that next level where I am more hands-on with them day to day in practice, and that bonding time that's an added bonus of the road trips. It's going to be really fun, and I know that I'm going to learn a lot. There's a lot of things that I have to learn still, but excited for that opportunity and the challenge it brings.
You've been working with the returning Nanooks since the season ended, both on and off the court. From the assistant coach standpoint, what can we expect out of this coming year's Nanooks?
We're going to be very dynamic. We have bigger athletic girls, taller, sorry, and just going to be tenacious. That I think Mal's talked about the attention to detail, but I think for the players, that attention to detail on the court in terms of knowing their job responsibilities and executing them without thinking, having that relentless pursuit, and really becoming a very strong serve-receive and serving team. And then on the other side of it, because we have that added height coming in, being a big presence at the net and kind of intimidating teams that way with, you know, what we're capable of doing defensively, both sides.
Well, Jamie, congratulations on being named assistant coach at your alma mater, and Mal, congrats on hiring your assistant, and you guys look ready to go for next year.
Thanks.
Thanks, Chris.